students, and families. We are hopeful that you are safe and well on this Tuesday afternoon. On behalf of the Orchard Park School staff, we would like to welcome you to our virtual promotion ceremony on this June 2nd, 2020. While we all recognize that a virtual ceremony cannot replace a live event, we have done our best to provide a ceremony worthy of our outstanding class of 2020. Join me now and please stand for the playing of our national anthem. If it seems over the past few weeks that you have been engaging in your own version of Groundhog Day, the movie, I can assure you that you are not alone in that feeling. So let me introduce someone who is a big fan of celebrating Groundhog Day. You have heard him give you the report from Pennsylvania over the loudspeaker every February 2nd. Please welcome Mr. Ed Dacus to give the principal's address.
Good afternoon, Orchard Park families and friends. I am Ed Dacus, principal of Orchard Park School. Thank you for joining us this afternoon as we celebrate the completion of middle school for this 8th grade class of 2020 and the conclusion of their time at our school district's only K-8 school. This is significant because these students have completed the rigors of middle school together as a small learning community. Many of these students have been together since kindergarten. This is an opportunity unique to our school and has a positive impact on learning and school connectedness. As we begin our program, I would like to recognize our Antioch School District Board of Education and Superintendent. Diane Gibson Gray, School Board President, Mary Rocha, School Board Vice President, Crystal Sawyer White, School Board Member, Gary Hack, School Board Member, and Ellie Householder, School Board Member, and our Superintendent of Schools, Stephanie Anello. Our school community truly appreciates you being here with us today to share in this event. I would also like to thank and recognize Mindy Laturi, Orchard Park's Vice Principal, and the entire Orchard Park faculty. These devoted professionals have built relationships with our children and worked tirelessly to provide learning opportunities that have prepared our young women and men to be successful in high school and beyond. As Orchard Park's principal, I am so thankful every day for this faculty and that they have dedicated their careers to educating children. For my students, and so you know, even though you may be leaving Orchard Park, you will always be one of my students. Last August, when we began this school year, who would have thought this is how our school year would end? A school year interrupted, closed down in March, our community, state, and entire country shut down. People ordered to stay home and away from each other. An unthinkable possibility way back in August when most of us had never heard the term coronavirus or COVID-19. In spite of the public health emergency we are in, I do think there are meaningful, powerful, and uplifting lessons we have learned. lessons about priorities and preparedness, lessons about compassion and service to others, lessons about what is really important in our lives and in our community. Therefore, although it may feel like we are going without, if we pause and reflect, there is much to be thankful for, and yes, today, much to celebrate. We are celebrating the end of a school year and the celebration of the completion of this crucial chapter in your life. Let us also remember that in this time of crisis, we are celebrating our true blessings, our family, our friends, and our good health. As you prepare to move on to high school, I remind you that Orchard Park has a mission to prepare students for success. What is success? I want you to think about. Success is a personal thing. Success does not equal easy. Success is achieved, not given. As you promote to high school, you must begin to define what your own success will be and strive for that level of greatness. I will close by sharing with you a favorite inspirational quote of mine from UCLA basketball coach John Wooden. Coach Wooden taught his players about greatness. He said, "Being great means you perform at your best when your best is required." My friends, your best is required every day. You are ready, you are worthy of your achievements and your greatness. I'm so proud of you, and as you leave Orchard Park, my hope for you is that you go and be great. Congratulations.
At this time, we would like to welcome Antioch Unified School District Board President, Ms. Diane Gibson Gray, to give the keynote address.
Class of 2020. Who would have imagined when you began your senior year in 2019 that you would be viewing your graduation via live stream in 2020? As I thought about a quote that best describes your year, the opening line of Charles Dickens' novel, A Tale of Two Cities, immediately came to mind. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Those of us who are older have pivotal world events which are woven into the fabrics of our lives. Events such as the first man to walk on the moon, the assassination of President John F. Kennedy, the terrorist events of 9/11, and now COVID-19. You are a member of the graduating class that will always have this pandemic as a marker in your senior year of high school, which is normally a straightforward series of events, processes, testing, activities, and more. Those are the milestones of your last year of K-12 education. While you have missed many senior events and milestones due to COVID-19, you are a member of a class who has been made stronger and more resilient during these chaotic times. You survived COVID-19. You have held your head high and continued your education through distance learning. You have not been deterred from earning your high school diploma. COVID-19 is a defining moment of your life, and you survived it. You are the rock stars of education for 2020. Parents and family members of our 2020 graduates, you too are missing out on the rites of passage for your children, in which family celebrations, proud photos of their senior ball, and most importantly, the celebration of seeing your child walk across the stage to receive their diploma during a traditional ceremony. Thank you for all that you have done to support our students. You too are rock stars. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, myself, Vice President Mary Rocha, Trustee Gary Hack, Trustee Crystal Sawyer-White, and Trustee Ellie Householder, I congratulate each and every member of the class of 2020. It will be a year we will all remember for years and decades to come. Congratulations.
Anyone that has ever been to an OPS promotion ceremony in the past knows that the awards segment can be somewhat lengthy. So at this time, feel free to pause the video, go grab a beverage, make some popcorn, or use the restroom. Then come back and join us as we recognize many of our outstanding 8th graders and their achievements at Orchard Park School. Once again, Mr. Ed Dacus.
On behalf of the school staff, I have the privilege of recognizing students with some very special awards. First, I would like to recognize the following 8th grade students: Shakib Ahmad, Kyle Aponde, Benjamin Brown, Eduardo Guzman, Diego Luna, Brian Manriquez Navarro, Anthony Poole, Saul Villalobos, and Anya Woods. These students have been at school every day this school year. They are being recognized for 8th grade perfect attendance. Congratulations. Kyle Aponde and Anthony Poole are receiving an additional award for attendance. These students have had perfect attendance for 2 consecutive school years, 7th and 8th grade. Congratulations. Next, we would like to recognize students for distinguished achievement. The following students are recognized by their teachers for distinguished achievement. Throughout their middle school years, these students have shown academic improvement, consistently worked hard to overcome challenges, and/or demonstrated citizenship through support of friends and the overall school community. Please join with me in congratulating Irene Cisneros Herrera, Jasmine Balaisi, Yasmin Wilkins, Alondra Guzman Reynoso, Cindy Guadino, Saul Villalobos, Ricky McLeod, Matthew Burt, Dominic Gonzalez, Jada Minton, Marcos Oseguera, and Marlene Martinez. Our next 2 awards are the Presidential Awards for Academic Achievement and Presidential Award for Academic Excellence. Recipients of the Presidential Awards have met national criteria based on consistent high achievement, overall grade point average, and teacher recommendation. Included with these awards, students will receive a lapel pin and a letter from the U.S. Secretary of Education, Betty DeVos, and President Donald Trump. I would like to read the letter from President Trump. Mrs. Trump and I are pleased to congratulate you on receiving the 2020 Presidential Education Award. It is a privilege to join your family and friends, school and community in celebrating your wonderful achievement. The success and education of our youth are vitally important to the future of America and the entire world. Our nation is strengthened by your hard work, leadership, and academic excellence. We encourage you to continue to believe in yourself, strive toward even greater accomplishments, and pursue your dreams no matter what the obstacle. May God bless you, and may He continue to bless the United States of America. The Presidential Award for Academic Achievement is awarded to the following students for maintaining a 3.5 GPA throughout their middle school years. Congratulations: Benjamin Brown, Anthony Poole, Alexa Maloney, Kyle Aponde, Riley Stroop, Jerusalem Takiba, Cash Diaz, Anya Woods, Alvaro Garcia Estupian, Lorenzo Marin, Aiden Garber, Hunter Brand, Essence Alexander, Monica Zavala, Aaron Robinson, Andrew Marin, Stephanie Marino Fiera, Aaron Yee, and Colin Brennan. The President's Award for Academic Excellence is awarded to the following students for maintaining a 3.95 grade point average throughout their middle school years. Congratulations to Zoe Brown, Alyssa Ungaretti, Brianna Fumar, and Ali Paracel. Congratulations to all of our award recipients. Thank you.
Congratulations again to our outstanding 8th grade award recipients. Our next guest exemplifies everything we expect of an Orchard Park student. She is all of those words we saw earlier. Please welcome our student body president, Miss Brianna Fumar, to give the class president's address.
Hello parents, students, and members of OPS watching from home. My name is Brianna Fumar, and I am Orchard Park's 2019-2020 Student Body President. I remember starting this school year thinking that it was going to be special. It's 2020, we're 8th graders, and it's our last year at Orchard Park. What can go wrong? Standing here in front of you, sitting here in front of you through a screen, was not how I planned this year to end. Even though this chapter of our lives left us on a cliffhanger, I'm glad to have spent the last 9 years of my life at OPS. I can't believe it was 5 years ago that I first walked onto campus in my uniform with my Minnie Mouse backpack and bangs. I have made so many memories and friends here at OPS, along with learning my whole education so far. I would like to thank the teachers, faculty, and staff members for teaching me everything I know and many important life skills. From Mr. Gleason, who taught us that it was still fun to play with Legos, to Miss Kuguyang, who told us stories about her cats and betta fish, which I hope isn't at school still, and to Mr. Bergman, who didn't teach Adrian and I much about the oboe, but was there for moral support. Thank you. Lastly, to the bag of stale chips in my locker. I hope that one day I will be able to see you again. If I had to describe my 8th grade experience in one word, it would be growth. I have grown so much this year, not just my height, but also as a person. Being on the school volleyball and basketball teams have challenged me both mentally and physically. And even though we didn't win either of our tournaments, I wouldn't have changed it for the world because I got to spend time with my amazing teammates and coaches. This year, I also got to be your student body president. You have taught me independence and responsibility. You have shaped me into the person I am today. Zoe, my vice president and best friend, I can't wait to conquer high school with you. And to all my friends, whether I met you in kindergarten, last year, band, 6th grade science, or we helped each other in class, thank you for being a part of my story, and I hope that we can keep in touch and hang out once quarantine is over, if my mom lets me. Everything we have learned at Orchard Park was to prepare us for high school. Now that we are going our separate ways, either to Deer Valley, Antioch, Dozier Libby, or a school not in the district, I'm going to miss all of you. Even if we didn't talk that often, I'm going to miss seeing your face during passing period. I hope you will enjoy high school as much as you enjoyed your time here at OPS. Get ready to meet new people, build new friendships, and continue your education once we get out of quarantine. Try to keep an open mind and make sure to stay 6 feet apart. As a final thought, I would like to leave you with a quote from Steve Harvey. This one's for you, Miss Wade. He said, "The most successful people in this world recognize that taking chances to get what they want is much more productive than sitting around being too scared to take a shot." So on your first day as a freshman, are you going to take that chance? I hope that you and your loved ones are all safe and healthy, and that you're ready for high school, because it's time for a new chapter. Thank you.
This is that time in our ceremony where we would like to give our students a chance to reflect on their experiences at Orchard Park School. To share some of the class of 2020's favorite memories, please welcome our student body vice president, the unforgettable Miss Zoe Brown.
Hello, everyone. My name is Zoe Brown, and I am this year's Orchard Park School Student Body Vice President. If you have ever been to one of our OPS 8th grade promotion ceremonies, you know that we do our best to make it special and personal, just like OPS is. Since Orchard Park is a K-8 school, some of my classmates have been here since kindergarten and have known each other for 9 years. Because of this, we usually have a unique part of our ceremony called Memory Lane. This year, since we can't all be here together for this journey, I would like to share with you some of the promoting class of 2020's favorite OPS memories, as expressed by some of my classmates. Alright, first one. Although I did not attend Orchard Park in kindergarten, my classmates happily remember riding little tricycles, having a water day, playing musical chairs, and going on a field trip to a pumpkin patch. First grade is when I joined the Orchard Park family, and some of our memories from that year include putting on a play for Goldilocks and the Three Bears, having a Thanksgiving feast in class, and taking a field trip to a museum. Alright, next one. In second grade, many of us remember learning about and releasing butterflies, going on a field trip to the Jelly Belly factory, and if you had Miss Marshall, trying to get 100 AR points. Third grade memories include reading Little House in the Big Woods and doing projects along with it, reading Charlotte's Web and putting on a play, and lastly making art projects like Starry Night as well as papier-mâché pigs. Next one. In fourth grade, we had flea markets and got to buy and sell things with our classmates. We learned about the California missions, even went on a field trip to one, and we also got to see a play at El Campanin Theater, learn how to play musical instruments, and make rivers out of clay. Fifth grade fond memories include a field trip to the Chabot Space and Science Center, reading The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and of course, who could forget that it was our last year of officially having recess. Sixth grade meant we were finally middle schoolers. We didn't get lockers or anything, but we will never forget our amazing outdoor ed trip to the Redwoods, where we got to sleep in cabins with our friends, go hiking, and even challenge ourselves on zip lines. We also remember learning about the cosmos, getting to play with Legos in Mr. Gleason's class, and awkwardly attending our first middle school dances. Last year, in 7th grade, our class of 2020 memories include getting used to having 6 different teachers, finally getting lockers, and performing in band and orchestra concerts. And hey, we actually sounded pretty good. We also remember playing basketball at lunch, having a fun field day, and reading the book Wonder. And now here we are, 8th grade. I don't think when this year started this way, we could have ever imagined our time at Orchard Park ending this way. In quarantine, instead of celebrating with our friends, some of whom we've known for over half of our lives, although we didn't get to enjoy the traditional ending to an 8th grade year, our field trip, our dance, our promotion, we definitely won't forget this year. In addition to the shelter in place causing our year to end early, we will remember our middle school sports teams, especially volleyball and basketball. My class loved volleyball so much that we even played it at lunch, whether we had a real net or not. Some of us will also carry out memories of reading to our little buddies and of attending the Girls Empowerment field trip or of our first Mesa competition. And none of us will ever forget our guest speaker in the science class who taught us that there is always ways to help out in this world and reasons to be grateful. To my classmates, remember that you will always be a part of Orchard Park. To the friends and family for watching today, I would like to thank you for taking a moment to share in some of the treasured memories of the OPS 8th grade class of 2020.
Whether you have been here at Orchard Park School for 1 year or for 9, you should know one thing. You will always be a part of our family. As you begin the next phase of your journey in these uncertain times, remember, we will always be here for you. We are confident that you will always continue to impress. And we ask simply one favor. Don't be afraid to come back and visit and share with us what you see on the other side of the bridge. students, and families. We are hopeful that you are safe and well on this Tuesday afternoon. On behalf of the Orchard Park School staff, we would like to welcome you to our virtual promotion ceremony on this June 2nd, 2020. While we all recognize that a virtual ceremony cannot replace a live event, we have done our best to provide a ceremony worthy of our outstanding class of 2020. Join me now and please stand for the playing of our national anthem. If it seems over the past few weeks that you have been engaging in your own version of Groundhog Day, the movie, I can assure you that you are not alone in that feeling. So let me introduce someone who is a big fan of celebrating Groundhog Day. You have heard him give you the report from Pennsylvania over the loudspeaker every February 2nd. Please welcome Mr. Ed Dacus to give the principal's address. At this time, we would like to welcome Antioch Unified School District Board President, Ms. Diane Gibson Gray, to give the keynote address. Anyone that has ever been to an OPS promotion ceremony in the past knows that the awards segment can be somewhat lengthy. So at this time, feel free to pause the video, go grab a beverage, make some popcorn, or use the restroom. Then come back and join us as we recognize many of our outstanding 8th graders and their achievements at Orchard Park School. Once again, Mr. Ed Dacus. Congratulations again to our outstanding 8th grade award recipients. Our next guest exemplifies everything we expect of an Orchard Park student. She is all of those words we saw earlier. Please welcome our student body president, Miss Brianna Fumar, to give the class president's address. This is that time in our ceremony where we would like to give our students a chance to reflect on their experiences at Orchard Park School. To share some of the class of 2020's favorite memories, please welcome our student body vice president, the unforgettable Miss Zoe Brown. Whether you have been here at Orchard Park School for 1 year or for 9, you should know one thing. You will always be a part of our family. As you begin the next phase of your journey in these uncertain times, remember, we will always be here for you. We are confident that you will always continue to impress. And we ask simply one favor. Don't be afraid to come back and visit and share with us what you see on the other side of the bridge.